I think last I told you guys I was working on that Mimi G jacket with the denim and the faux leather. So I'll show you guys a sneak peek of that. Hey you guys, the Doc is Hope here and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I've missed you guys. Hopefully you've been doing well. So today I'm coming to you not with anything sewing related, not with any pattern hauls or anything like that. But today I'm actually coming to you all on some real life topics. So I've been away for a while, a few months. And I know you guys are probably like, where has she been? Is she coming back? What's going on? So I'm dropping in to give you guys an update. I am doing well. So back in December, around the second week of December, my family, for those of you who know, I have a husband and 3 kids. Oldest son, youngest son, middle daughter. And so my husband, my youngest son, and my daughter were involved in a very serious car accident. I was actually at work at the time. It's still hard for me to talk about, you guys. I was at work at the time and got a call from my husband. It was like 8:20 at night, and he tells me that they've been rear-ended by a car waiting to turn into our neighborhood. And yeah, so it was just a really bad situation. I had to leave work immediately and rush to our neighborhood to see, you know, was everyone okay. So yeah, my family was in that car. They were waiting to turn left into our neighborhood, sitting still, and an SUV came up behind, didn't see them from what the driver said, and hit them going full speed, at least 50 miles an hour from behind. So my son was in the back seat, the youngest son. He was asleep, and the way the car looked, it's just the grace of God that he walked away alive and my husband and daughter walked away alive. My son did sustain a concussion, also a hematoma on the back of his head, a contusion on the front, and it was just very scary for a while. He was unconscious at first. They had to go to the emergency room. He didn't know who we were for a while. He didn't know where he was. And, you know, it took a while, lots of prayer. And, you know, the doctors were great, you know, keeping us updated on what was going on. But yeah, the next few days after that were extremely scary. My son, my husband, he walked away with like cuts. He actually had to pull my son out of the back seat of the car because he was wedged in between the driver's seat and the back seat of the car, because that whole back of the car was just compressed in all the way to the driver's seat. So he had some cuts and things on his arms, on his head. My daughter ended up injuring her arm, had, you know, a bump on her head. But yeah, my son, he really had a hard time. The next few days were hard. I won't go into specifics, but when you have a concussion, you're not yourself. You're kind of out of it. So there was a lot of that going on. I did have to take him back to the emergency room, and he developed some asthma things because of the stress of the accident. So that was a whole nother ordeal. Spent nights sleeping on the floor in his room just to make sure that he was breathing. breathing treatments around the clock, steroids, all kind of stuff just to get him back to normal health. So yeah, it was a lot, and it still is a lot, because you know, nothing is really ever the same after an event like that. So needless to say, I've been away. Haven't felt much like sewing lately. Yeah, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot to handle emotionally, mentally, physically. And so, you know, I haven't done really much sewing at all. I'm trying to get back into it slowly. But, you know, when things happen in life, sometimes you just need to hit pause and kind of regroup. So that's what I've been doing these last few months, is just trying to regroup. I hope to return to making content for you guys, pattern hauls, pattern reviews, stuff like that, because I do enjoy that, and I do enjoy sharing those things with you guys. I appreciate those of you who are still sticking around in hopes that I'll be back. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's where I've been. Yeah, I've missed doing this, but sometimes you just need a minute to get yourself together. So I will share with you guys, well, one thing before I forget that happened a long time ago. Before any of that, I'm actually being featured in the April issue of Sewn magazine. For those of you who know about that, I got chosen to be in the spring issue, and so, you know, if you want to get a copy of that, check it out. You know, go for it. I will be in there. Again, this was something that I did last year, so it wasn't like, you know, last month or anything like that. And I'm honored to be in Sewn magazine. So just wanted to let you guys know that that's happening. I will share with you guys a few things that I've been working on, and it's interesting. I didn't realize that everything I've been sewing is black lately. Y'all know I love color and print, but I don't know. I just realized I've been sewing in black lately. So I've, you know, tried a few projects, and I think last I told you guys I was working on that Mimi G jacket with the denim and the faux leather. So I'll show you guys a sneak peek of that. Yeah, again, I hope to come back soon and pick up where we left off, if you will. So let me show you guys what I have been working on. Okay. Let me turn this around. All right, so here is my dress form. I've been working on this skirt. This is actually another Mimi G pattern. Let me see if I can grab it and show you guys. This skirt is Simplicity 9182. Really cute skirt with pockets and a slit in the front. So like I said, it's in black, so I don't know if you can see the details, but these are my pockets and this is my slit in the front. I had to do some fitting alterations just because my hips are not, I guess, standard hips, but I like how this is turning out so far. I have a lap zipper in the back, and I just need to sew down my facing and then do my bottom hem, and then I should be done with this skirt. I actually haven't been finishing projects lately either, which is not really like me. I normally like to start and finish one thing before I move on to the next. I don't know, I just don't feel as together as I used to be honest with you. So maybe that has something to do with it. I will show you guys the jacket. I think it turned out nice overall. Again, it's not finished because I don't know, but let me show you guys the jacket too so you can get a peek at that. At first I made the skirt to go with the jacket, but when I tried them on, I was like, that doesn't really go together. So here's the jacket, the Mimi G jacket that I worked on. This is faux leather. This is denim in color black. And you can see I love like how the sleeve detail is with buttons on the side. So really the only things I have to finish is putting the buttons on the front. Also, I need to finish sewing in the sleeve lining. And then I think I'm pretty much done with this jacket. I'll show you guys the collar here and then the back. Again, this is the jacket that I had started working on, I think at the end of last year. And then I have to finish my back vent as well, which is there. But yeah, those are really the only two things that I've been working on since I last saw you guys. So there we go. So yeah, you know, if you believe in prayer, send up some prayers for me, you know. But yeah, I'm happy to be talking to you guys. It's been, you know, kind of therapeutic just to kind of let everything out. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.